Yo, what's up my awesome mad lads, my name is Mad Dog and welcome back to another Mad Theory. Once again, another Fnaf theory we're going to be talking about today. Specifically talking about the glitch trap virus and also William Afton inside his Purgatory, the ultimate custom night. Now first off, number one, as we know, in Five Nights at Freddy's 6, we know that William Afton has finally been put a stop for good, burning the pizzeria down by Henry, Emily, and putting the last remaining souls to rest, including Henry and Michael. Therefore, Cassidy finds William Afton and traps him inside the Purgatory, which is the ultimate custom night, making that William's heck hole. Little did Cassidy know with the consequences of him torturing him in that place, which was basically keeping him alive in some sort of way, that some remainders of his soul actually got into a circuit board, creating the glitch trap virus, also meant to be also for the mimic as well, for security breach, taking place also for ruin as well. Now, as you know, in security breach and security breach ruin and Help Wanted 2, finally, we know that there are mini games called Princess Quest. Now, in the original security breach game, there are 3 Princess Quest minigame cabinets, which obviously led to the actual canon ending for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, which actually then leads to Security Breach Ruin. Now, obviously, when completing these 3 minigames, this actually concludes that Gregory saves Vanessa and takes the head of Glamrock Freddy that is still active along with him all the way home, and they actually get to live together, as we know. We see this a few times, and it actually kind of gives away what the heck is going on. The Princess Quest when we slide down the tunnel in the Bonnie Bowling mirror. And also the last Princess Quest gaming cabinet has the sword on top of it, meaning that Glitch Trap was defeated by Cassidy, aka the Vengeful Spirit, because she has learned her lesson that she should have just left William Afton alone in his Purgatory instead of keeping him alive by torturing him. This was Cassidy's biggest mistake in her life, even from the afterlife, or probably before afterlife, because she never left. So that is why Cassidy actually managed to decide to go back and fix that mistake in order by becoming a digital princess for the Princess Quest minigames. But the only problem was that she was a spirit at the time. She had no idea what the heck it was going to be like to face off against a freaking consciousness of a freaking virus. Computer virus. She didn't even know what to expect. So that's why in the next few extra games that she did in number 2 and 3, that's when all of a sudden she finally figured out how to probably defeat Glitch Trap thanks to Gregory playing those minigame cabinets. That way he and Cassidy were able to destroy Glitch Trap in the process in the last minigame and freeing Vanessa from the control of Glitch Trap, which she was being Vanny the whole time. Yet, however, due to the fact now that Help Wanted 2 is out and we've already kind of got a few hints of what is going on, I already know what the 2 endings are, especially with the Princess Quest ending. There is a 4th Princess Quest arcade cabinet that you need to play. At the beginning of the 4th Princess Quest minigame, apparently the man in red, which probably may be known as also Old Man Consequences, surprisingly, says this: "You have won, and yet you remain." So it kind of feels like she may have just one small job just to finish off. But it's no longer having to defeat Glitch Trap, because she is now done with that. However, there was still a little bits of remains of Glitch Trap, which then was carried out to Cassie's father. Now, some have said that Cassie's father is actually the protagonist of Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. In the original ending that you get to see when you gather up those mega morphs that look like freaking Fnaf Power Ranger Zords or something like that, you collect all 6 of them Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and Marionette, they make this one final combination if you collect them all together. And then you get the ending where Glitchtrap is actually there in one of the capsule recharge stations, and then a bunch of nightmare staff bots actually come and attack, which then you're inside the body of a staff bot, which concludes that it's actually the one giving the Vanny mask to Cassie, which kind of feels like that it's kind of concluding that we might be playing as Cassie's dad. Like, he might have actually known something about this situation, is that he might have actually been not knowing that, or he actually did know about the awareness of Glitchtrap making an appearance, and also the Mimic. So that way, without having any more interruptions from Cassie's father, Glitchtrap decided to have his goons attack him, and he probably might have, I don't know, whether he died or his soul was in the mask bot, and giving the mask to Cassie was the only way to give it as the staff bot. But in the Princess Quest 4 minigame, Cassidy, as the princess, you actually get to see her in person when she comes into the last room. And then you have to let the princess actually attack you. Therefore, you are actually transported inside the Princess Quest 4 minigame. And she gives you the sword, which means that those messages about the Princess Quest minigame saying that I am not worthy, well, guess what? Now you are. Cassidy now sees that Cassie's dad is actually considered worthy. And by the way, Cassie and Cassidy, those two names kind of sound similar, don't you think? I don't know if anyone has actually noticed that, but it does kind of sound similar, just without the D, I guess, for Cassie. I know that John from Fnaf actually once said that Cassie is like the combination of Charlie and Cassidy. Which is funny, by the way, like it's true. I mean, you could consider it like that. But there's nothing else to it, really. I mean, I guess you could put that into consideration. I don't know. But anyway, afterwards, when you've been given the sword by Cassidy, then you can actually attack her, but like she just disappears basically. But kind of then shows that Cassidy has finally found her own peace. She is now finally at peace. She has found her happiest days. Her job is finally done. She no longer has to torment William Afton in the Purgatory, so that we can finish off, so that Cassie's dad can finish off what is remaining of the Glitchtrap virus for the Mimic. Now, of course, once that is done, there's a bit of a secret passage that you can actually do from the graves based on the order of which children were the victims of William Afton in a certain order. Once you do that, you get the Bonnie mask, which is basically Cassie's father's mask, which because that kind of is concluding that he was one of the bullies back from Fnaf 4. And then after that, you meet with the old man, if he is considered to be old man consequences, by the way, and then you're taken up to into a dislocation elevator where you get to see Vanny return, and also Moon comes in and he wants you to give him the Glitchtrap plushie. That way, Moon just gives it to Vanny, and apparently Vanny actually crushes Glitchtrap. So I guess that means that those were the last remains of Glitchtrap. So kind of means now that the Glitchtrap virus is 100% no more. Like, I feel like that's kind of like Vanessa taking revenge on Glitchtrap for what Glitchtrap has done, possessing her mind and everything. So that does kind of make a lot of sense. But the only question is now, with that in mind, since that William Afton is still probably inside his purgatory, but he's no longer tortured, unless he will be tortured by somebody else, like Old Man Consequences, because Cassidy, she's no longer here. She's now gone. She's finally found her peace. She's now free, finally, for good this time. She's learned her lesson. Does that mean Old Man Consequences is now just making sure that William Afton doesn't pull off any more tricks in the Ultimate Custom Night. Which, by the way, is there gonna be now an Ultimate Custom Night number 2? Which, by the way, I have not talked about that in a very, very long time. I know back in one of my first videos that I talked about some of the characters, some unwanted characters being in Ultimate Custom Night, or they could have been Ultimate Custom Night, or was going to be an updated version of Ultimate Custom Night. I don't know. But is there going to be an Ultimate Custom Night sequel? Because with that out of the way, there are now like a more bunch of animatronics for William Afton to freaking handle against in his Purgatory, which is going to be even more tougher for him. Like, first off, what is the limit for this Ultimate Custom Night? Is it going to be 50 other animatronics this time, making it 100 animatronics to face off against? Or is it just going to be 50 animatronics again, but this time there's going to be animatronics replacing the other ones from the original Ultimate Custom Night? Maybe it's something like that. We're going to get new challenges, new cutscenes, new offices to customize. I don't know. It's a possibility, really. Plus, there's actually been like a bunch of Custom Night fan-made games that you could still play, but who knows? With the fact that, you know, you've kind of got like now several different versions of William Afton. You got like, but animatronic wise, so you got like William Afton as his human form in Ultimate Custom Night, but then you also have Springtrap and Scraptrap, which were also in the original Ultimate Custom Night. But then if you add in Glitchtrap, perhaps, in from Help Wanted, and if you could, even though he never existed, Burntrap, but I still feel like that would be cool because it kind of reflects on, you know, what he could have possibly have done if he still survived. So basically, that's like 4 different versions of William Afton in like animatronic versions, or like one inside a certain suit, and then William Afton alone in his regular human form, which makes it 5 versions of William Afton. Even though technically Burntrap never existed, you could still probably put him as an enemy to the second Ultimate Custom Night. I feel like that would be cool. You could probably even put new characters and replace some other ones. Like, you could put the Blob in, because we all know that he's actually, you know, he is canon. He's just basically a guardian with all the construction workers that have died because of, you know, the Mimic. Put in Glamrock Freddy, Glamrock Roxy, Glamrock Bonnie, perhaps, Monty, Glamrock Chica, DJ Music Man, or even the Shattered Security Breach animatronics, perhaps. I don't freaking know. Maybe add some of the rejected animatronics that did not make it or something, and put that into this Ultimate Custom Night sequel or something. Put Vanny in. Like, not, like literally put Vanessa/Vanny in the game. Like, that would be kind of hilarious, to be honest. Put the Shadow animatronics in the game, perhaps. Or even put Spring Bonnie in the game, finally. Yeah. How come that has never been put into consideration? If not, you can even perhaps put a dark version of Spring Bonnie, which is like Night Bonnie, perhaps. Never seen that one before, but I feel like that can work. I feel like you can put Old Man Consequences in his human form from the Princess Quest minigames. I feel like you can do that because I feel like that guy is exactly Old Man Consequences, but in a different form. But anyways, so yeah. I feel like kind of makes sense for William Afton to now handle like a whole bunch of new animatronics to deal with in a sequel Ultimate Custom Night. And I feel like maybe Old Man Consequences is the one just keeping him down there, making sure that he doesn't pull enough any tricks until William Afton finally learns his lesson. If William Afton is ever going to freaking redeem himself to become a better person now that he's, well, can't do that now because he's already dead, but you get the idea. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think there should be an Ultimate Custom Night number 2? Since due to the fact that Cassidy has finally learned her lesson and is now truly at peace. She's now free. Do you think that William Afton should go through a second Purgatory and have some new animatronics enter the ring? Let me know that in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the notification bell to never miss a video. My name is Mad Dog, and let your days be mad and rad.